China adesa na yete nsɛmfofo ewo ye my Ghana ha na mbeso se obe like to Ayehu TV obe comment wi a wa share enso ede amai na ene de ya me ne wo kasa idie enya fadi agokwa okopie efa ye maame Chief Justice Torkornoo ne honsem ena ene de ebi abegu apaso a menso me de bi ewedum kame ho na yinkotie nsem ne bi.
Yesterday the learned Chief Justice Torkornoo, who has been a judge for 38 years and he's been a lawyer for 38 years and a judge for 21 odd years of it, found it painfully necessary to hold a press conference. And at the press conference, the Lord Chief Justice was at pain to even start the press conference by telling the media why she had to do a press conference. This is the first time in Ghana's 68 years of independence. You can see the Chief Justice arriving together with her ever-present husband at the press conference. This is the first time in 68 years that a Chief Justice has had to do a press conference. We have never seen the judge and will do a press conference. I doubt it. I can't remember. I doubt it. We've never seen a Chief Justice setting out to hold a press conference. They give speeches when they attend events, but they never hold press conference about themselves. More so for the Chief Justice to hold a press conference complaining about law, complaining about a legal process, complaining about a legal regime. That was very sad, and that was completely overwhelming for anyone, or should I rather say underwhelming? That was underwhelming for anyone who is interested in democracy, who is interested in the tenets of rule of law, who is interested in fundamental human rights. That the Chief Justice is holding a press conference and complaining that I am being hounded on the altar of politics. That was hard. That was hard for anyone to take. The Lord Chief Justice said, I am being hounded on the altar of politics on account of my appointments by a political group, on account of statements I have made in the discharge of my duty as a judge, sitting among a panel of 5, sometimes 7, on account of legal opinions I have taken in exercise of my duty as a jurist. I am being hounded for that. I mean, that goes all the way back to ancient Greece. It goes all the way back behind Oliver Cromwell. And that is why the Chief Justice went all the way back to Nebuchadnezzar. Why must we have this in a country? We shouldn't. Do the people in authority know that this is what is happening? Okay, the Chief Justice can be bad. She doesn't smile. She doesn't play and pay with anybody. But it's not about Gertrude Torkornoo. No. It's about the 1992 Constitution and the tenets of democracy. If they say that they are going to arrest Paul Adomochi because he has WhatsApp exchanges with Akufo-Addo and they've read it and they are coming to whatever. It's not about Paul Adomochi. It's about, should a democracy have somebody arrested because he exchanged WhatsApp messages with Akufo-Addo? Is that what it is? That is why it's important for us to take the sentiments of men and women out of the discharge of law. That's what the 1992 Constitution is about. That's why the 1992 Constitution has no name in it. It says if a person, if such an one appointed by the president having appointed this, a judge having done this, they don't name any judge because it's about institutional cleanliness. It's about the sacrosanct nature of how we practice our democracy. No Chief Justice in England, no Chief Justice in America, no Chief Justice in Denmark, Sweden, even South Africa, I dare say even Nigeria, Cote d'Ivoire, Egypt, will ever go to bed being worried about the outcome of an election results. And here in Ghana, we have never had a Chief Justice who goes out worried about the outcome of an election result, because on 7 December, the Chief Justice has a responsibility. On 7 December every 4 years, the Chief Justice has a responsibility to swear in the president, whether you like the president or not, whether you don't like the president or not. As Chief Justice, you have a responsibility to attend the Independence Square at the Speaker's call and swear in the president. In the same way, no political authority, whether you like the Chief Justice or not, you don't have to like him or her, but you have to deal with the Chief Justice according to the principles laid out in the Republican Constitution of 1992. Here is Justice Torkornoo having have to explain to the media the reasons why she has broken a 68-year convention to now hit the silver screen and speak to the general public. Listen to her.
I have decided to make this statement today because the violations have not stopped. Indeed, they have escalated beyond anything I could have imagined as possible in justice delivery. These violations include the committee's refusal, in breach of the rules of natural justice, to recognize my lawyer on the first day of proceedings, simply because I was not personally present with him. And they went ahead to make arrangements for the hearing without involving my lawyer while he was sitting in front of them. The committee has also failed to indicate the specific charges that I'm supposed to be defending myself against in order to allow me to adequately prepare a defense of the charges. The committee has gone on to permit two of the petitioners, Mr. Daniel Ofori and Shining Stars, not to testify at all or present what case they brought to them at the hearing. The committee has refused to allow me to go into the hearing with any family member. Before you enter, there's a thorough search of my body and my handbag in violation of protocols and courtesy extended to any Chief Justice, which protocols and courtesies are honored in the name of the nation, both in Ghana and outside of Ghana. And then the work of the committee is being conducted in a cordoned high security zone on Castle Drive, Posuk, when all Article 146 proceedings since 1993 have been held in facilities of the judicial service. It is hard not to reach the conclusion that the choice of venue against the backdrop of secrecy of proceedings is intended to intimidate me and to prevent any citizen of Ghana from knowing how the proceedings are being conducted.
The question to be asked is, why would anyone demand that I go on vacation given to me as Chief Justice with my police security?
The Lord Chief Justice, that's hard, isn't it? She also had occasion to complain about the chairman of the panel, and it's quite interesting. You know, there's one of the petitioners had listed the chairman of the panel as one of his witnesses. As I've been told, when the petitioner got into the room and saw the Justice Gabriel Praman chairing, Justice Gabriel Praman is my friend because we all used to be PNC. You know, Dr. Liman's party. We're all part of it before. I think he still is part of it. So I stoutly defended Justice Praman when he went for vetting, and they said that he's a political person and he cannot be Supreme Court judge. We all defended him. Very good friend of Professor Mills, Justice Gabriel Praman. Now, Justice Praman is chairing this committee. One of the witnesses was intending to call Justice Praman. One of the petitioners was intending to call Justice Praman as a witness. In fact, Justice Torkornoo told the media yesterday that even the petition, she doesn't have it. She goes in there, she doesn't have it, and he says they call witnesses, and the witnesses are talking about something that she can't follow, and she likened it to Nebuchadnezzar, the historical wicked ruler of Babylon, who called his magicians, his prophets, his juju men. He called his juju men and said, "Juju men, I've had a dream that is troubling me. But if I tell you people the dream, you will come and lie to me, because he said he knows juju men. So juju men, the prophet, they be lying for. I didn't say it. The Nebuchadnezzar said it. So if you look at the Nebuchadnezzar 5,000 years ago, and he was worried that the juju men, the prophets, will be lying to him. You look at it 5,000 years later. Do you know any prophet who has lied to you? I don't know some, but do you know some prophet who has lied to you? They were there in Nebuchadnezzar's time, so don't worry about it. Don't be too worried, but don't be embarrassed. Nebuchadnezzar's time, they were Nebuchadnezzar news. He said, if I tell you, you come and lie to me. So show me the dream, then show me the interpretation. And they couldn't do it. And it was the Holy Spirit that came upon the young glorious man Daniel, who set himself and separated himself for Christ. It was revealed unto him, and that's how Daniel became great. You read Nebuchadnezzar, you see Daniel as a hero. Daniel is a hero to all of us who read Nebuchadnezzar. Great young man Daniel, the prophet Daniel. So Justice Torkornoo said these hearings are treating C and his lawyers like Nebuchadnezzar did. Guess what they are talking about, and then give an answer. You go to a court, a trial, an Article 146 process, and a witness comes and says, okay, witness, what is your name? My name is Paul Ademochi. Okay, what do you do? I'm a judicial secretary. Justice Torkornoo, do you know her? Yes, I know her. Okay, judicial secretary, tell us, on 27th May, when Justice Torkornoo came to work, do you remember that she had squeezed her face? And Justice Torkornoo is wondering, what is this? Which petition is this? What is she speaking to? I don't know. And the lawyer says, me too, I don't know. He says, yes, she has squeezed her face on 27th May. Oh, she squeezed her face. Okay. Did you take a photograph of her when she squeezed her face? Yes, I have a photograph. Then they tender it. My lord, exhibits AI as part of the evidence. And Justice Torkornoo and her lawyers are wondering that, what is he talking about? It is about what? That I came to work on 27th May at 11 o'clock instead of 9 o'clock. It is towards what? Is it Daniel Ofori's petition? Is it Shining Stars petition? One thing she said that was interesting, that there's a petition by a group called Shining Stars. A search at the Registrar General showed that there's no such organization called Shining Stars. But at the presidency, is it not simple for when the petitions arrive that you check Shining Stars? It's not there. So people come together, they say they are called Shining Stars. Oliver Vomaho, good evening. Do you happen to know who Shining Stars are? Did you draft their petition for them, Oliver? Oliver, did you draft the Shining Stars petition, Vomaho? How are you? Will you owe me an interview? It's not come. But did you draft the Shining Stars petition? We don't know. And this didn't mean much to an impeachment process of a Chief Justice, something that has never happened in 68 years. And the group that is petitioning are a no group in law. There are no locus in law. And based on this petition, there is a purported hearing to remove a Chief Justice. I mean, this is fundamental. It doesn't have to be too legal. Somebody said they are called Shining Stars. They don't exist. They are not registered themselves. They brought a petition that you should sack the Chief Justice, and they are Shining Stars, and they don't exist. Oh, it's not proper. This one is not good at all. I mean, if you want to go take a Chief Justice through a process like this, it has to have some important landmarks and epochs that we can talk about. You don't want people to start thinking that the process is lacking merit or the process is lacking fairness. This is Ghana. This is a constitution that has been running for 35 years. Well, why are we doing this? I mean, the person who has won the election has won the election. You have the control of state power for 4 years. You inherit the state power, you control it. And if you look at all the oath of the president, the oath of the vice president, at the second schedule of the 1992 constitution is there to be fair to all Ghanaians, because the state power is for you for a period. You can't give the state power to one person forever. We are not a monarchy, we are a democracy. So I don't know why anybody will want to present a situation that somebody can say is unfair. You have the Lord Chief Justice breaking her silence and doing something that has not happened in 68 years to address the media. This is Justice Gabriel Puamai. Osofo, my Lord, how are you? Justice Puamai is a distinguished judge of the Supreme Court. My Lord, I salute you. We've been talking about you on TV today. That's His Lordship Justice Gabriel Puamai, the judge that Justice Torkornoo refers to. Finally, there's this big issue about Justice Torkornoo traveling with her family, and she traveled with her family and she chopped their money, and she went to Kenya with her daughter and they went to chop our money. They drank tea, they had biscuits and plantain margarine. Yeah, plantain margarine. If you are not 50 years old, you know plantain margarine, so don't worry about it. But if you are 50 years old, you know. They drank tea and plantain margarine, and they had brown bread from Bachona Total.